Are you ready for the Entrepreneur's Challenge for the month? I'm excited. I think this will be really helpful for you. Stay tuned. Hey, I am Alison Eddings. I am a CPA in private tax practice with Top Dog Tax and Accounting. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my backyard. My dog probably will pick around the corner any minute. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I like to give challenges. I work with entrepreneurs a lot. Even though I work with anybody, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, they kind of have a special place in my heart because entrepreneurs are the backbone of the American economy. They employ locally, they spend locally, they invest locally, and supporting the entrepreneur helps all of us. I mean, yeah, we all know that. We support Small Business Saturday. We all know that we're supposed to be helping one another. So anyway, that's my heartbeat, and that's what I'm really excited about. So here's this month's challenge. Block scheduling. I mean, just try it for a day, try it for a week. It is how I make my life work. I have a lot of people ask me, how do you do it? I've been a homeschool mom for, I guess 13 years. Yeah, that math was easier than I thought because I started when my youngest was 1 and she's 14 now. So for 13 years, I've been a homeschool mom, and I've owned my own business since 2004. So you see there's some overlap there. And I have people, and I serve a lot in my community. I spend a lot of time. Part of the reason that I want to be self-employed as opposed to working for somebody else, because I'll be honest with you, it's easier to work for somebody else. Being self-employed is hard. But I prefer to work for myself because I can serve a lot in my community, and that's important to me. So how do I do all that? I have people ask me all the time, how do you do all that? Block scheduling. Block scheduling and boundaries are huge, and it can be frustrating for people who aren't used to your block scheduling and your boundaries, but it really improves my performance and my accuracy. So when I say block scheduling, what I mean by that is that there are certain things that happen at certain times. They can be certain things that happen at certain times of the day, certain things that happen certain times of the week, certain things that happen certain times of the month. But for daily block scheduling, outside of tax season, because that's tax season, is all work all the time. Well, and serving, but all work all the time. But outside of tax season, school is sacrosanct time. My kids have this time with me. They know if they have a math question and it happens before noon, they will get it answered, assuming, there's not something horrible going on. But those times are set aside for them. And afternoon, then it's work. And work might extend into 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, yes. But they know that they can have me in those morning hours. Now, sometimes, especially as I've gotten older, it means that I am editing videos or answering emails while they're doing their math sitting next to me in the morning. But it's still, I consider that, because if they ask me for help, I will stop what I'm doing. But the same goes for work. If they know that during certain times I am seeing clients and they can't just walk right in, they have to deal with that, text, be patient. These are times that are exclusively for clients. There's also times that are exclusively on my calendar for talking to the IRS. And depending what time of the year it is, I have more times like that. Before COVID, it was much easier because our hold times were not as bad, but during COVID season, there were months where I couldn't get through to IRS, so I had to be a little zhuzh it a little more. But there are, set times. This afternoon, I am only going to be on the phone with the IRS. I plan on being on hold with them. I plan on, even if I get to somebody, they usually put you on hold for 15 minutes while they investigate what you're calling about. But just going to be talking to the IRS. Same goes for email. I don't answer every email as it pops up. I have some clients that do, and I really do kind of admire how I can shoot them an email and in 5 minutes I have an answer. I wish I were like that, but there's just too much other stuff going on that I have to block schedule email responses too. And that's because research has shown that when you get interrupted for a phone call, for an email, whatever, when you're like in the zone and dealing with like a project you're working on, which my work is primarily project based. There's not much that happens in less than 1 hour. Like I have to sit there and be focused on it for a solid hour to get a piece of work product out. But if I'm interrupted for an email ping or a text or a phone call, it takes 12 to 14 minutes to get refocused. So if I were to answer every phone call that I get, or every text, oh my goodness, that I get, or every email that I get, I would never get done with anything. And I really do mean that, because they come in at that kind of volume. I had a holiday day recently where I did not check my email all day long, which is not really typical of me, but like all day long I didn't check it because I was spending the day with my family, and I got 200 emails. And I'm not talking spam. I am not talking, promotions, or I am talking emails from people wanting a response. 200 in maybe a 12-hour period. That's a nightmare. So I can't stop everything to deal with that. And that's why if you're a client of mine, you'll oftentimes, somebody else will answer my email for you. Because that's just kind of how it has to be when you have that volume of email coming in. So block scheduling is my challenge to you this month. Consider what the important aspects of your work and your life are. Set aside blocks and say, okay, I'm only going to answer Monday mornings. Used to be Monday mornings was an email answering time, and I would not schedule appointments. And typically in tax season, it is still that way, that all of Monday, I don't talk to people until after 5 o'clock on Monday, because I'm answering their emails and voicemails from Friday night and Saturday and Sunday. But try it. Try block scheduling. Say, I'm going to answer emails at this time. I am going to work on marketing at this time. I am going to work on new line development at this time of the month, of the day. And schedule in your family, schedule in your exercise, schedule in your quiet time, schedule all of it. I challenge you to schedule all of it and be beholden to it. Give it a week. See if it maybe gives you some freedom that you weren't expecting, because that's what I'm expecting for you. Even though it is very regimented, there's a freedom that comes with it. Oh my goodness, when you get to that end of that 3-hour block that you had set aside for marketing, and you're done in 2.5 hours, and then you have 30 minutes to go, I'm gonna breathe now. And you get a lot of projects done that you have been putting off as well, because you make them a priority. You can make the important a priority over the noisy. That's something I say to Chris a lot. We all have our own crosses to bear, but he prioritizes the noisy over the important sometimes, because he loves to take care of people. And that sometimes you have to spend time on strategy and development and thinking and planning, and not answering that phone call. So please do like, subscribe, and share this content if it was useful for you, or helpful for you, or encouraging for you. There's those birds again. They're so lovely. So if it was useful, helpful, encouraging, please do like, subscribe, and share. YouTube promotes more content that has more shares and likes and subscribers. So I really appreciate it. And have a great day and a wonderful month. Take care. Say bye, Prudence. Bye, Prudence.